I'm currently here outside the McDougall Centre in Calgary, Alberta, which is the government's southern satellite office, with an update on our lockdownamnesty.com petition. The petition I'm currently holding was signed by over 21,000 Canadians who agree that Danielle Smith must keep her word and grant amnesty to anyone still under prosecution for COVID-related fines and charges. I just want to ensure that this gets to Premier Danielle Smith. Thank you very much. Hey, how's it going? Here's Celine Gallus with Rebel News outside the McDougall Centre to drop off the 21,000 plus signatures for our lockdownamnesty.com petition. This petition calls for the new Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith, to commit to granting amnesty to anyone still under prosecution for any outstanding fines or charges related to the draconian COVID-19 lockdowns and restrictions. During Smith's campaign for Premier of Alberta, she promised to not only issue an apology to all Albertans affected by the unscientific federal restrictions imposed over the last few years, but to also grant Albertans amnesty for ongoing court proceedings related to COVID restrictions. And over the course of the weekend, I covered the AGM hosted by the UCP, where Danielle Smith issued her apology live after I asked the Premier of Alberta what the timeline was for those proposed apologies and the amnesties to be granted. Take a look for yourself.
Hi, Ms. Smith. Celine Gallus with Rebel News. During your campaign, you said that not only would you issue an apology to those prosecuted during COVID restrictions, but you would also grant them amnesty. When can we expect those apologies?
I can apologize right now. I'm deeply sorry for anyone who was inappropriately subjected to discrimination as a result of their vaccine status. I'm deeply sorry for any government employee that was fired from their job because of their vaccine status, and I welcome them back if they want to come back. As for the amnesty, I have to get some legal advice on that, and so I've already asked my staff to request that advice so I can see how we would be able to proceed on that. My view has been that these were political decisions that were made, and so I think that they can be political decisions to offer a reversal. But I do want to get some legal advice on that first.
Would that also have to do with the timeline for the proposed amnesties?
I would have to see if I can do it. I will do it at the earliest opportunity. So I'm hoping within the next week I'll get that legal advice.
So far, Danielle Smith has kept her word, unlike many COVIDian-relishing hypocritical politicians who drank and partied while the rest of us were locked down and confined to our homes. No family gatherings during holidays, no birthday or religious events met the government's expectations. Not to mention all of the funerals that proceeded unattended by family and friends. As the saying goes, folks, one law for thee, one law for me. This has been Celine Gallus for Rebel News. Over 21,000 Canadians agree that it's time to drop the legal proceedings, that the Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith, must drop any remaining charges and keep to her word by granting Albertans the amnesty they deserve. Please go and visit lockdownamnesty.com and sign our petition if you haven't already. Our goal is now 50,000 signatures, and I believe that we can do it.